First question, if a square is equal to 23 by 25, then a is rational, irrational, whole number, integer. Given that a square equal to 23 by 25, we need to find a. A square is equal to 23 by 25, then a is equal to root of 23 by 25. That is equal to root of 23 divided by root of 25. Root 23 divided by root of 25 is equal to 5, because 5 square is equal to 25, then square root of 25 is equal to 5. This 23 is not a perfect square, so our a will be root 23 by a. Here we need to find this number. Root 23 by 5 is rational, irrational, or whole number or integer. Whole number means 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Integers means -1, -2, etc. 0 or 1, 2, 3, etc. So root 23 by 25 is not whole number, not an integer. Then rational and irrational number. Rational number means a number that can be written in the form, or that should be in the form p by q form, and the condition is p and q should be integer. Here root 23 is not an integer, it is an irrational number. So this is not a rational number, this is an irrational number. Correct answer is irrational, option B. Also, an irrational number divided by a rational number, this also gives irrational number. Option B is the correct answer. Second question, if LCM of x and 18 is 36 and HCF is 2, then x is 2, 3, 4, 5 are the options. So there are two numbers x and 18, and their LCM equal to 36 and their HCF is equal to 2. We know the equation, LCM into HCF of two numbers equal to product of the two numbers. That is, the two numbers are x and 18, then x into 18, that is a product of two numbers, that is equal to their product of their LCM and HCF. We need to cut this. 18 into 2, 36, then x is equal to 2 2s are 4, value of x is equal to 4, option C. Third question, in triangle ABC right angled at B, if tan A equal to root 3, then cos A cos A minus sin A sin C equal to -1, 0, 1, root 3 by 2. These are the options. So there is a right angle triangle, and here right angled at B, that means A, B, C. So right angled at B means this is the 90 degree. If tan A equal to, that is tan A equal to, A means this is the angle, angle A, tan A equal to root 3. Root 3 means root 3 by 1. Tan equal to opposite side by adjacent side, opposite side by adjacent side. Tan A means this is the angle A, its opposite side is this one BC, this is root 3, and adjacent side means this is hypotenuse. Tan A, angle A is this, its adjacent side is this is 1. Then using Pythagoras theorem we can find this hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is equal to 1 square 1 plus 1 square plus root 3 square. Root 3 square means root 3 into root 3. 3 into 3, 9, root 9 is equal to 3. 1 square 1, root 3 square 3. That is equal to square root of 3 plus 1, 4. Root 4 is equal to 2. So hypotenuse is equal to 2. By using Pythagoras theorem, we got hypotenuse, value of hypotenuse is equal to, or value of AC equal to 2. Then we can find cos A. Cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse, and sin means opposite side by hypotenuse. First cos A. Here this is the angle A. Its adjacent side is 1. 1 by hypotenuse is 2. Cos C. Then sin A. Sin A equal to opposite side. This is the angle A. Opposite side is root 3. Root 3 by hypotenuse 2. Then cos C. This is the angle C. Cos means adjacent by hypotenuse. This is the angle C, its adjacent value. Adjacent side is BC, whose value is root 3. Root 3 by hypotenuse 2. So this is the first term. And here we need to find sin C. Sin C means this is the angle C, its opposite side is this one, its value is 1, 1 by 2, hypotenuse 2. Root 3 into 1, root 3, 2 2s are 4, minus root 3 into 1, root 3, 2 2s are 4. So root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4 equal to 0. Answer option B. Fourth question, if the angles of triangle ABC are in the ratio 1:1:2 respectively, largest angle is C, then the value of sec by cosec B minus tan A by cot B is 0, 1/2, 1, √3/2. These are the options. Here, this is a questions related to trigonometric ratio. So triangle will be right angle triangle. And in a right angle triangle, the largest angle is 90 degree. Here in the question they are given largest angle is C. So this is C, this is ABC. In this triangle ABC, the ratio of angles given 1:1:2. 1:1:2, here the largest ratio is 2. That will be given to this C, because in the right angle triangle the largest angle is 90 degree. So this is the ratio of 1:1:2. 1:1 means these two angles are same, and we can write this as 1x, 1x, 2x. 1x, 1x, 2x. We can write this ratio as 1x, 1x and 2x. This 2x, value of 2x is 90 degree. That is 2x is equal to 90 degree. Then x is equal to 90/2, 45 degree. So 1x is equal to 45, 1x is equal to 45. That is, the angles A and B are 45 degree. Now we can find the value of trigonometric ratios. Here A and B are the angles 45 degree. Sec 45 is equal to √2, cosec 45 is equal to √2, minus tan 45 is equal to 1, cot 45 is equal to 1. √2/√2, 1 minus 1/1 is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Option A is the answer. Fifth question, the number of revolutions made by a circular wheel of radius 0.7 meter in a rolling distance of 176 meter is 22, 24, 75, 40. So here they are asking total distance is 176 meter, and there is a circular wheel. We need to find how many revolutions need to made by this circular wheel to reach this, to cover this distance. So in one revolution it will start from this point and it will roll and reach this point. So in one revolution it will cover the circumference. Cover the distance means the circumference of this circular wheel. So this distance will be 2 pi r. Then this will repeat again and again, 2 pi r. So how many revolutions? We need to find the number of revolutions. So we can use this equation. Number of revolution is equal to total distance divided by this circumference. So total distance is equal to 176 meter divided by circumference equation is 2 pi r. 2 into pi means 22/7 into r, given that 0.7. 176 divided by 2 into 22 into 0.7/7. This by 7 will come to this numerator part. 0.7, so we need to multiply 10 by this both numerator and denominator. And using this 0, this will become 7. And here we can cut 7 and 7, and by 11 into 2, 22, and 11 into 16, 176. Because 6 plus 1, 7 is there. So 11 into 16, 176. 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. 4 into 10, 40. So total number of revolutions to cover this distance is equal to 40. Option D is the correct answer. Sixth one, triangle ABC is such that AB equal to 3 cm, BC is equal to 2 cm, CA is equal to 2.5 cm. If triangle ABC is similar triangle DEF, EF is equal to 4 cm, then perimeter of DEF. So there are two triangles ABC and another one is DEF. Given that AB equal to 3 cm, BC is equal to 2 cm, CA is equal to 2.5 cm. And in the triangle DEF, EF is equal to 4 cm. Given that triangle ABC similar triangle DEF. If two triangles are similar, then we know that the ratio of sides are equal. How can we find the sides? Here AB, here DE. So we can write AB by DE equal to, then here BC, here EF. BC by EF equal to AC. AC by here DF. We can apply the value. AB equal to 3 by DE. We need to find the value DE. BC is equal to 2 by EF is equal to 4. AC is equal to 2.5 and DF is equal to, we need to find the value DF. First we need to find the, here actually our question is find the perimeter of the triangle DF. So we need to find these two sides. First we are using these two equations to find the value of DE. Here we can cross multiply this. 3 into 4 is equal to 2 into DE. 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. D is equal to 6. Then we can find the value of DF by using these two equations, that is cross multiply these two values. 2 into DF is equal to 4 into 2.5. 2 2s are 4. 2.5 into 2 is equal to 5. DF is equal to 5. Now find the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 6 plus 4 plus 5. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. Option B is the answer. Seventh one, in the figure, if DE parallel BC, DE parallel BC, AD equal to 3 centimeter, AD is equal to 3 centimeter, BD equal to 4 centimeter and BC is equal to 14 centimeter, then find the value of DE. 7 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 3 centimeter. These are the options. Okay, here there are two triangles ADE and ABC. We need to find the value of this DE. So first we need to prove triangle ADE and triangle ABC are similar. So in the small triangle there is angle A, and in triangle ABC angle A is similar. So angle A equal to angle A. Given that DE is parallel to BC, so these angles are corresponding angles are equal. Angle B is equal to angle D. So by AA theorem we can say that triangle AD is similar to triangle ABC. If two triangles are similar, then we can say that the ratio of sides are equal. So we can take the sides of the triangles. Here given the values are given on this side, so we can take the value of AD by from the small triangle AD, from the big one AB. AD by AB equal to, we need to find the value of this DE. DE by corresponding side is BC. So DE by BC. Apply the value. AD equal to 3 by AB. AB is equal to 4 plus 3, 7. We need to find the value DE. BC equal to 14. Cross multiply. 3 into 14 equal to 7 into DE. 7 2s are 14, 3 2s are 6. So DE equal to 6 centimeter. Option B is the correct answer. Eighth one, if 4 tan beta equal to 3, then 4 sin beta minus 3 cos beta divided by 4 sin beta plus 3 cos beta. 0, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 4. These are the options. First they are given 4 tan beta equal to 3. This is 4 into tan beta. Then this 4 will go to this side, 3 by 4. Tan beta is equal to 3 by 4. We know that tan beta equal to sin beta by cos beta. So value of sin beta is 3 and cos beta equal to 4. We can substitute the value of sin beta and cos beta to this equation. 4 into sin beta 3 minus 3 into cos beta 4 divided by 4 into sin beta 3 plus 3 into cos beta 4. 4 3s are 12 minus 4 3s are 12 divided by 12 plus 12. 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. 0 by 24 is equal to 0. Option A is the right answer. This is the simple method, and we can use this method because this is an MCQ equation. So MCQ exam. If we need the proper method, then what we need to do? First we find tan beta equal to 3 by 4. Then we are taking cos beta from the numerator and denominator of this equation. That is cos beta into, here this equation will become 4 sine beta by cos beta minus 3. If we multiply this cos beta to this term, that is 4 sine beta by cos beta into cos beta minus 3 cos beta. Cos beta and cos beta will be cancelled and this equation will become 4 sine beta minus 3 cos beta. So here the numerator will become cos beta into 4 sine beta by cos beta minus 3. Similarly, we need to take cos beta from the denominator. So cos beta is equal to 4 sine beta by cos beta, from here 3. Okay, cos beta and cos beta will be cancelled, and here sine beta by cos beta is equal to tan beta. So substitute the value. This is tan beta. Value of tan beta is equal to 3 by 4 minus 3 by, here this is also tan beta, so 4 into 3 by 4 plus 3. 4 cancel. Then 3 minus 3 0, 3 plus 3 6. 0 by 6 is equal to 0. Correct answer is option A. Ninth one. One equation of a pair of dependent linear equation is minus 5 plus 7y equal to 2. Then the second equation can be. 4 options are here. Here given that the first equation or one equation is minus 5x plus 7y equal to 2. Given that we need to find the second equation and from the pair of dependent linear equation. Pair of dependent linear equation means the lines are coinciding. If lines are coinciding, then we need to check the condition a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. Here a1, a2 are the coefficients of x, b1, b2 are the coefficients of y, and constant terms are c1, c2. So first equation is minus 5x plus 7y equal to 2. This can be rewritten as minus 5x plus 7y minus 2 equal to 0. So first we can check by their symbols. Here coefficient of x is equal to minus. So we can check these two equations. These two are minus. Then the coefficient of y, this symbol should be positive. Here it is negative, so this is not the equation. And here this is positive, but here this symbol of constant term is here negative, here positive. So this is not the equation. This is not the correct answer. Then two options are here. Here coefficient of x is positive. If this value is positive, then it will every symbol should be opposite. This is positive, then it is minus, and this should be positive. Here this is positive, here it is positive, we need here minus. So this is also not the answer. So our possible answer is option D. Now we can check this condition. Here given that the first equation is this one and our option D is 10x minus 14y equal to minus 4. Okay, a1 by a2 means minus 5 by 10, b1 by b2 means 7 by minus 14, c1 by c2 means 2 by minus 4. 5 2s are 10, 7 2s are 14, 2 2s are 4. Minus plus minus 1 by 2, minus plus minus 1 by 2, here also minus 1 by 2. These all are equal. So our correct answer, our second equation is 10x minus 14y equal to minus 4. Question number 20. A letter of English alphabet is chosen at random. What is the probability that it is a letter of the word mathematics? 4 options are there. Probability means favorable outcomes by possible outcomes. Here a letter chosen from English alphabet, that is A to Z. Total 26 letters are there. So possible outcomes will be 26. Now we need to find favorable outcomes. We need to find the probability of getting a letter of the word mathematics. Here in this mathematics, here we need to find which are the letters we need to count. M, A, T, H, E, I, C, S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 26 is the answer. So there isn't any option like that. So we need to cut this. 4 2s are 8 and 13 into 2, 26. So 4 by 3 is the answer. 4 by 13 is the answer, option A. Here you need to remember one point. In this letter in this word mathematics, some letters are repeating. We need not to count that twice. We need to count that once. So total number of favorable outcomes is 8. 8 by 26 equal to 4 by 13. 4 by 13 is the correct answer option.